I made like an 84 on the test the day before that, and then as he comes around, it's just a lot of stuff I didn't think we even talked about.
This is just a quick little slide here that shows symptoms of the hypothermia, and then of course hypothermia with the heat reduction. But what exactly is a thermoregulation emergency? The thermoregulation is the hypothalamus that maintains the core body temperature, or that constant value between 97 and 100 degrees by regulating heat production and heat loss. So the hypothalamus, is pretty much just our thermostat for our body. It regulates all this. So you can also have hypo or hypothermia, especially hypothermia, there's any kind of hypothalamus issues going on, like a tumor or something, some kind of injury up to the brain that hits the hypothalamus. So heat production is usually some kind of activity, whether it be physically, from food consumption, increased metabolism from the egg release, constriction of vessels, got the secreted hormones that can cause heat production, and of course we got shivering. Shivering is going to cause heat production, right? And then of course we got heat loss, where we got convection, where we're exposed to the cold, stay outside too long, conduction, going on. We lost the heat to the cold objects, maybe down the ground too long, or in the snow. And then of course evaporation. That's when we're trying to cool down with sweating. That's our primary cooling mechanism when we get too hot. Elderly patients are at more risk for hypothermia because their regulatory controls are not as good as what they used to be. So they're always at high risk for stuff like this. Hyperthermia, when our core body temperature is above 99.7, that leads to fluid loss and sodium through sweating. So hypothermia. Hypothermia is when your body temperature gets less than 97.2. Could be unintentional, where they stay out in the cold too long. Some kind of complication disease, like I said, the hypothalamus gets messed up. And then of course we got our intentional, what we do with our therapeutic hypothermia, where we're preserving the tissue for any kind of tissue skin. With hypothermia, if we ever get below 30 degrees Celsius, we lose all control of conduct of our regulatory state at that time. Not going to be anything else to bring it back up. So with hypothermia, you got mild, moderate, and severe. So during hypothermia, your sympathetic nervous system gets activated, you start shivering, you get an increased heart rate, blood pressure, respiratory rate, your blood sugar goes up because your blood system trying to get more glucose. The vasoconstriction, because you're trying to clamp down and warm up here. They start to get mildly confused. They get respiratory alkalotic. Why are they respiratory alkalotic? Exactly. They're moving fast. Now, in moderate, they start to hallucinate, dilated pupils. Now they're starting to have decreased compensatory mechanisms. The heart rate starts to go down, the respiratory rate goes down. They have decreased muscle movement, and they start to have arrhythmias because the potassium's all out of whack. They will start to get lactic acidosis because the vasoconstriction being so much. So I say hallucinations because when they start to get cold enough now, get confused. They don't remember what's going on yet. Somebody went one direction when they're out lost. They don't remember why they did that. They actually strip naked and be outside and cold because they're just so confused. But it's the absolute opposite of what they normally do. Severe is complete total collapse of any kind of regulatory issues that we can possibly do to keep ourselves warm. Under muscle rigidity, brain is not perfused at all at this point, and go into a coma, and at some point they're going to start that, they're going to die. Just a quick little chart of things that make you more susceptible to cold injuries. Of course, elderly and infancy is it, or infancy, those up there, alcohol, different kinds of injuries, nicotine, the things we're going to watch for off-term. Obviously, we're going to watch for ABGs. We're looking for metabolic acidosis, with ABGs or respiratory alkalosis, depending on what's going on. We're going to watch those electrolytes, because they can start having arrhythmias if the electrolytes get out of whack. Glucose, earlier, like I said, it's going to be not 30 to now, it's going to be elevated. Severe, the glucose is starting to go down. They use up all the storage. They're not able to have glyconeogenesis anymore because we're not able to compensate. I watch H&H's. Now look at your coags, because they can go into DFC. Obviously, EKGs and cardiac monitoring. When you get chest x-ray, depending on how bad it is, they may start having pulmonary edema. You're going to get CT of the head, because they're going to be confused, they're going to make nothing that's going on there. Depending on how long they were down, maybe looking for some kind of oxygen there as well. Toxicology, different things, different drugs can cause hypothermia, or we also look and say why they not be so confused. And we just think that they're pregnant or not, because that's when you come to our treatments. So, with hypothermia, we're going to slowly rewarm them. We're also going to look at our ABCs, our airway breathing, circulation. So the main thing with our treatment is we got to make sure we stop whatever's causing this hypothermia. If they have on wet clothes, make sure we get it off. Cover them with blankets, close their head, one blanket, bear hugger, and we get a heat lamp from the temperature up in the room. For the oxygen, make sure it's humidified and put on a warmer. IV fluid can be warm, blood products, not all of it. And if they're extremely severe, we may make no, rewarm the blood that way, get back to them, it's also going to help with their oxygenation.
There was a question on the that we had put in order how we would treat the patient with hypothermia. One of the questions was, one of the answers was, we could put it in a bath water at 150 degrees. And that is more basically. So I don't know why that was yeah, I put it in order. And I thought at first, you know, this is kind of crazy. I think it's at 130 that we would want to shower.
I was thinking more like 103.
Well, think about it. We don't talk I'm the only building.
That's what they're. No.
If we come across a question on testing,
That's what you're asking with the graph, because.
105 or 106?
There were two questions that had. Maybe I'll call, you actually call up on that one. And you had to do it in one. Yeah, it was definitely an answer. I have to put it in one. There was a select on it a while ago, but it wasn't an answer.
Did what was that?
I think we was talking about one like all that applied, but that one was wrong. It wasn't an answer to what you were saying. I'm gonna have to listen to it.
Because you didn't want to, because we're gonna know that thing, you want to slowly, and it's like a half to 1 degree Celsius per hour.
Maybe it was this one. But I'm on your announcement, I'm not leaving this yet. Let me get this announcement out, and I'll vote.
With hypothermia, your heart rate's gonna be so slow, you may need to check for pulse for anywhere from 45 to 60 seconds before you have to start CPR. Because they're gonna have so much vasodilatation, if you're checking certain areas, for pulse, and plus it's gonna be extremely slow. Nothing wrong with the heart rate being 20. If you're gonna hold it, you're gonna check for quite a while, just make sure you have a pulse or not. If their temperature is below 86 degrees Fahrenheit, the defibrillator is not going to do any good. If they're in the field, just continue CPR. You're not going to be able to feel the transcatheter space. None of that's going to be able to conduct through all that. If you want their temperature up. Cardiac meds are usually ineffective as well. So you got to go warm. Like I said, we warm slowly. It's severe hypothermia. So a half a degree to 1 degree is what we recommend. You worry warm too fast, what's going to happen? So you're going to call all the electrolyte shit that they had, you're going to throw it all off. So you're going to have now, it wasn't having a vision, they're going to have one man. Because you just reverted everything that they had. Way too fast. So with hypothermia, you really want very slow. And you don't hear me with hyperthermia, you cool down as fast as possible. It's the exact opposite. Hypothermia, we really want slow. Hyper, you're going to cool down fast. With hypothermia, because their heart rate is so slow, or if you're doing CPR because it also preserves tissues, you may do CPR for an hour or longer, because if you do not get their temperature up to a certain point, that doctor should not legally declare them dead until it gets a certain temperature. So, you might be doing CPR for a long time. Are they having not CPR? Sure. But legally, it should not be able to do it. With hyperthermia, we have more heat production and heat loss. Obviously, the NUR probably going to be more susceptible to this, use more muscles. The more muscles you have, more chance of producing heat. Kind of start off with some heat edema, at the top, with those swelling hands and feet. And that's all because of the laser dilatation where they leak fluids. You just have deep cramps where they have muscle spasms in the arms, legs. You can have spasms in the abdomen. If it gets bad enough, they can get down to their hands and feet and they completely not be able to walk or move their hands with spasms or cramping. Then you have heat exhaustion, or heat sensitivity, because the blood is burned to the skin, they have to cool it down. So now the blood's not, the brain's not getting confused. So that sinks blood stove. Heat exhaustion, but usually without any time to take of any kind of water or sodium. They get fatigue, dizziness, headache, vomiting, cramping. The heat exhaustion, you might see that with some younger people as well, where they overwork outside, have more of an exertional heat exhaustion. Heat stroke is a medical emergency. They're literally going to come into the ER where they're not sweating anymore because they're not able to compensate. They're extremely hot to the touch. They're going to have obvious confusion, sometimes central nervous system dysfunction. They have seizures, they go to coma, they have pulmonary edema as well. Cardiac shock, odds, they're going to DIC. Like I said, the heat stroke, just like severe hypothermia, their thermoregulatory response is not activated, so they're not sweating at all, so their skin is just extremely hot to the touch. So with hypothermia, like I said, we're going to cool them down. We're going to cool them down as quick as possible. So treating those, they may need to get some And the ice cream, if they're shivering, you can sure will increase the heat. So if you cool them down, put ice on them, or doing something, if they're shivering, you might give them a little something like that, help them stop shivering. Same reason why with therapeutic, I think it was like paralyzed sometimes if they're shivering. It's like that. Hydrate. Give them plenty of fluids to replace hydration. If they're able to swallow, maybe give them some Gatorade or some kind of Pedialyte or something to replace the electrolytes. If you don't have anything like that around, you can get water, there's some salt in there, something to drink up. So how do we determine a true core temperature? You gotta have that if they're truly hypo or hypothermic. And they're rectal, what else? Slowly. And then the esophageal pressure. There's 3 different ways in actually check a true core temperature, right? You gotta have that to be truly able to declare it hypo or hypothermia. Make sure you know the difference. Real simple. Less than 97 is hypothermia. Greater than 100, hypo. Diagnostics, we're going to check electrolytes, CDC, and then EKG for arrhythmias, lactate, coag. Main thing you're going to take is prevention. Stay hydrated. The hypothermia. You have the cold, it's too cold. Alright, so envenomations. There's a little bit Alright, so Black Widow. Black Widow affect the nervous system. Their bites are painful immediately. They're pretty painful. A lot of times you get a little bit of swelling around the bite because it can get it to have severe neurological damage because it blocks that acetylcholine receptor at the synaptic junction there. Remember that from way back when? So that's what a Black Widow fire bite is. That's what their venom does to you. So you can have some weakness, some tremors, some abdominal pain, muscle cramps, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, chest pain. You get enough of it, you can have some diaphragm paralysis and respiratory difficulties. Most of the time, these are very mild, right? Some local erythema, managed antibiotics. There's really not a whole lot to do, but some people get enough of it with that problems. So how we're going to treat it is very painful, happens immediately as the pain goes. It needs some calcium gluconate for the muscle spasms and the muscle rigidity. It also needs some muscle relaxants. You got their antibiotics, and the tetanus, and tell them to stay with the spiders. Brown recluse. This is going to affect your cells and tissues more. It's going to cause some necrosis. Their bite is actually not painful immediately. A lot of times they don't know they've been bitten for a couple of hours. The brown recluse venom is actually more potent than a rattlesnake. They just inject very little. That's why it's not seem as bad, but their venom is more potent. Like I said, usually the weight pain usually occurs within a few hours after the bite. But then when the pain kicks in, it's going to be severe. They have some itching, they have fever, they have some muscle pain, they develop some kind of rash. They have a lot of necrotic off area. The way the venom breaks down the skin and the tissue, so they can have some acute kidney injuries. They go into rhabdo. And they have some acute thrombocytopenia and DIC. They are bad enough and have some sepsis or get acidotic or anything. So brown recluse, they like those painful blisters, 2 days out of the bed. Arthralgia, fever, rash, they have vomiting, thrombocytopenia. Yeah, I see the acute renal failure, they go into rhabdo. So we're gonna apply some ice, elevate that extremity, pain medicine, and histamine, you have the itching and rash. Antibiotics, tetanus, and making steroids, have the swelling, inflammation. And of course, then they may, they'll probably not go to surgery, they have 9 days to get rid of that necrotic lesion. Alright, snakes. Most times snakes, your deaths are related to extreme age, not able to tolerate it, or delayed treatment with antibiotics. Most of your months are going to be in July and August. It's nice and warm when they get out. You can hang out in the tall grass, leaf piles, and the logs and rocks. If you get close enough to actually look at the snake, you feel if it's poisonous by the shape of their head. It's triangular, if you get close enough to deserve to be it. They're going to have those slit eyes and then pits in their face. Most of the time the bites happen on the extremities, 95% on the hands and arms. And then most of the time it's males. It's time to go out doing something stupid. Out hunting, out doing stuff you like. I mean, it's just one of those things. Most of the time they're older than 20 years old. And then the treatment's actually going to completely depend on the type of snake. Are they, you're going to call poison and y'all find out exactly what you want to do. So the snake and bites, the venom comes through the fangs, obviously the venom is made up of some enzymes that, and proteins that mobilize the prey. Just like the widow spider is going to stop acetylcholine at the neuromuscular junction, causing some weakness and paralysis. So if they come in, they have a horrible bite, once again, don't get distracted if it looks bad, and then now the diaphragm is paralyzed and not breathing. Obviously, we got to fix that first, right? It can be hemotoxic, where it destroys red blood cells. So it's going to activate that clotting cascade, so they can easily quickly go into DIC, so we got to watch for that as well. Of course, the swelling and everything, not that fluid shift, red blood cells are not human to the side, causes swelling and ecchymosis. That's going to start pretty quickly, 30 minutes, 6 hours, and the process is going to take in about 4 days. And if they have blood some, no.
Hey, okay.
Do not delay treatment with the antivenom. If they're having bleeding some, they should drop some. Send antivenom if they get it first. Don't delay it, get delayed or something. Gotta get the antivenom going. So obviously we're watching the CDC, vaccination age, platelets. Checking AUA, looking for blood. Look for myoglobin, there's no that tissue right on right. So they might go into rhabdo. Look for extra protein in the urine. Then you obviously go into DIC. Watching their kidney function. Make sure they don't go into acute renal failure from either rhabdo or some other cause. Watching their electrolytes because they need to have hypothermia. When they have arrhythmia changes. Like I said, rhabdo for watching that CK levels, watching the muscle breakdown. Then we're watching their ABGs because they don't get metabolic acidosis. So before we do anything, we're going to hopefully be able to identify whatever is the person and we're going to call poison control. So that way they just poison control is going to tell you exactly how to treat it, what to watch for, where you can get the antivenom from in case if they get a special one that we didn't have in the hospital, they can help you find it and get where you need to go. So the antivenom, you're going to go in that vascular space and bind with the venom and help you excrete that to the kidneys. For most of them, that is in there. Also, we're monitoring cardiac function, the potassium, if they're going kind of arrhythmias. Give them plenty of IV fluids, make sure they're not hypotensive. There's an idle, the lateral. You're going to mobilize that extremity and make sure they're not moving it too much and keep it below the heart. Why don't we keep it below the heart? Confusing and it's not spread everywhere else. Now you may see somebody, especially right here in the south, they come in, they're gonna turn it off, thinking it's helping, and it may have helped some. But now then we gotta take that tourniquet off, right, when we get to the ER. You gotta be extremely careful removing that tourniquet for time damage, because now you just cause systemic elimination to go out extremely fast when you release that tourniquet. So you just gotta watch for that, be prepared, because you gotta relieve the tourniquet. You can't have it on forever. But there's a possibility that you release all elimination to go out. So just be prepared for any kind of quick change if that tourniquet on and take it off. Obviously, preparing making sure it's closed, if it's swelling too much, they'll ring on and not lose a finger, if it's too much swelling. So try to get out before it's starting to get closed. Try to keep them calm, you stay calm, clean that wound. Obviously, tetanus. Yourself do not apply tourniquet, like I said, you can't help them if they're out, so they put it on. And they've kept them alive if they were out for a long time, so they got to, but those times under the tourniquet. Not like ice or alcohol on it, because ice and alcohol can damage the vessels, tendons, and all the issues there. Near drowning, this might be called, maybe called a submerged injury. Obviously, not seeing that, or they put a guy to be drowning. So anytime you're drowning, you've got to treat all unwillingness in your drowning as some kind of trauma client. There are trauma to rule otherwise, if you don't know if this person jumped in, dive in head first in the pool, and nobody's around and broke their neck or hit their head. That's why they went unconscious and drowned. Because then they're amazing swimmers. They jump off a cliff into a lake and hit something in the bottom. If you don't know exactly what caused the near drowning, so it's always treated as a trauma patient until ruled out otherwise. What exactly happens? Obviously, the patient underwater, there's holding their breath, they hold their breath long enough till they pass out, right? Or they hold their breath, they start to get hyperchloric. Then when they pass out, the body kicks in, they take a deep breath, they breathe in water. Now they have laryngospasms because of the water in the throat, so they keep breathing more water. Now they've aspirated, now they're